Jamie at Useful Knowledge. Well, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're making homemade French fries. You might ask, why do you want to make homemade French fries versus the frozen ones? Well, homemade French fries are very simple and easy to make. They also just taste so much better than the frozen kind. And also, check the ingredients on the frozen French fries. There's chemical preservatives in the frozen French fries. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to make homemade fries. Okay, what do we need for homemade French fries? First off, you're going to need some potatoes. I normally buy the russet potatoes, and these are just the medium-sized russet potatoes. You're going to need some oil. You can use corn oil, peanut oil, vegetable oil. You just need some oil. You're going to need some type of knife to cut it up. Now, I love using my little paring knives to cut up potatoes, but over the years, I have used every sharp knife imaginable to cut up potatoes for French fries. And you're going to need a pot. And the size of that pot generally depends on how many you're cooking for. If I'm cooking up to 3 to 4, I usually use a pot like this, but it's just for 2 people. I'll use a smaller 3-quart pot. Now, over at the hunting camp, we will use a large electric skillet to cook for 6 or 8 folks. So you might ask, how many potatoes do I need? Well, for kids, 1 potato is usually enough unless they're in their teenage years. For adults, it's 1 to 2 potatoes. Alright? So, in a bag like this, there's about 12 potatoes. So, that's enough for 6 adults, at least. Okay, tonight I'm making enough homemade fries for 3 adults. And what I'm going to show you here is super simple. I do not peel them. You can peel them if you want to. You don't need to. It honestly does not affect the taste or the texture of the fries. So here's what I do. I'll take a medium-sized potato, all right, and I just cut it in half, okay? Then you're going to take that one and cut that one in half. Same over here. You're going to cut this one in half, okay? And then you're just going to cut French fries out of those. See, there's 3 fries there. I'm going to come do the same thing here. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And here. And you're just going to keep doing it. This is super simple. It's fast. And they absolutely taste great. You can see in the span of just a couple minutes, I've got enough French fries for 1 adult already. Cool thing is, you can make skinny fries if you wanted to. If you didn't like them the way I cut them up, you can make them thinner. However you want to do them, they're your fries. But it's going to taste so much better than your frozen fries. Now, I will tell you, if you get a spot like that, go ahead and cut that end off right there. You see that on that one? I'll go ahead and cut that off. Okay, I want to show you this. This is the French fries cut up. That's 6 medium potatoes. And obviously you can see that's a nice pile of potatoes. You add that with some hamburgers or cheeseburgers, that's going to be plenty for 3 people. Okay, let's get going getting these cooked. Alright, so I'm going to add my oil in. So what I like to do in my pot is to add about 1/3 of it in oil. You can add a little bit more if you'd like to, but 1/3 of it is usually about perfect. So it doesn't really matter what size pot you have. You can even use a smaller pot, whatever you want to use. About 1/3 of it is all the oil you're going to need. Okay, we're going to turn that on to a high. Okay, my oil's been on for probably about 3 or 4 minutes. And you can start seeing some lines develop in there that let you know that your oil's getting hot. Now, if you've got a thermometer, check it. You need the oil to be about 350 before you start putting the fries in. If you don't, which I never have one available because I can't never find mine, just stick a fry in there. Just put 1 fry in there, just drop it. And just wait for it to start frying, and then you'll know it's ready to put the other ones in there. It's that simple. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. My French fry that I put in there as my tester is starting to fry. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the other ones in there. Don't throw them in, just drop them in. You won't get burnt, just drop them in. You can see how that oil came up to cover these as I filled it up. So 1/3 of a pot is about right. Now, if I was cooking another maybe 2 or 3 more potatoes, you might want to put a little bit more extra oil in there. But this is perfect for the amount of potatoes. And sometimes you just have to, do a little trial by error on that, how much grease to use. Okay, we have all of our cut potatoes in here, and when you add the cut potatoes, it's going to pull the temperature of the oil down, and that's normal. Just leave it on high and let it come back up. Now, as these start to really fry good, I'm going to turn this down to a medium high. If you're using something like an electric skillet, for instance, you can put that on 350 and just let it go. But if you're cooking over a stovetop, medium high is usually what I like to use. Okay, you can see my fries are starting to cook really well. Now's the time I'm going to turn that to a medium high. Okay, so here's my tip for cooking these. Do not turn these right now. You will make mush out of these French fries if you turn them too early. What I like to do is look for some of them to brown just a little bit, and that's usually from 8 to 10 minutes. And then that will be the time to turn them over. But if you turn them right now, you start messing around in there with a spoon, then you're going to turn these into mush, and you don't want that. So just let them cook. Okay, while these are frying, go ahead and get you a plate. Now I've got an oblong plate that I like to use for fries. You can use a round plate. You can use even paper plates. It doesn't matter. And we're going to put some paper towel on top of here, because when we pull these fries out, we're going to place them on top of that paper towel, and any extra oil is going to drain into that paper towel. I got my paper towel on there, and these have been cooking for probably a good 5 minutes, so we're going to let them keep going. Okay, we're at about probably 10, could be 12 minutes since they really got up to temperature. And so what I like to do is when I turn them, you can see those couple right there that are starting to brown. There's a couple right there, that one's starting to brown. And I'm just using a slotted spoon. Okay, all you're doing when you turn them is you're getting the ones that are on the bottom, like right next to the flame or the heat. You're getting them up top, and you're getting the ones that were on top down towards the bottom and deeper into the grease. And you can see that one was on the bottom, so he was browning up, and this one was browning up. And it won't be long, they're all going to be browned up. So just keep cooking them. Okay, I'm going to show you where we're at. These are getting done. They're really close to being done. They're going to brown up over the next few minutes. I will actually check the timeline, because I normally just cook the French fries until they're done. But just to give you a reference, I'll put that in the video on how long it took to fry these from when I put them in until they were done. Put that up on the screen, because I really didn't time it out. But you can see, got a lot of them starting to turn brown. So we're going to let them keep going. And I haven't changed this from the medium high. Just like I said, medium high works great. And they're cooking perfectly. In just a few minutes, we're going to have some really nice homemade French fries. Okay, our French fries are done. Now we're going to take them out. And like I said, I'll give you a timeline on how long it actually took on the screen here in just a second. Okay, so now all I'm going to do, and like I said, I've got a slotted spoon. That way the grease will drain out. And they have a lot of different utensils that you can use for getting fried foods out that are really great. for getting French fries out, but you can look at those fries. They are awesome. Just gonna pull them out. And don't forget to turn your grease off. Okay, now you can salt these to taste, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and salt them. Drop the lid. But I'm going to go ahead and salt these. I'm going to let them cool down before we eat them. Okay, I jumped out of sequence to show you that once everything cools down, you can return the oil back to the bottle. You can see there really wasn't a lot of oil that got soaked up by those fries. And you can use that oil several times over and over and over. Just try not to get any of the leftovers like that into it. That's usually what I do, is just make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, now back to the video. Okay, well, there's the final product. And these absolutely taste great. And as you saw, you can cut them up very fast. And it really doesn't take that long to cook them. There's nothing better than homemade French fries with cheeseburgers. Okay, I'm just going to grab one of these and show you. As you can see, it's crispy on the outside and they're soft on the inside. And this is very hot, but I wanted to show that to you. These are absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm getting the camera in really close so you can take a look at these homemade French fries. These absolutely taste great. So we hope you gained some useful knowledge on how easy it is to make your own homemade French fries. Thanks for watching.